Good evening and welcome everyone to Saja Yoga meditation session. Happy New Year to all of you. Hope you've had a great festive time. So before we start our session today, can I ask, is there anyone here for the first time? If it's your first time with Saja Yoga meditation, you can unmute yourself and let us know, or you can put it on the chat.
Hi, I'm Natalie. I'm new to this meditation.
Hello, Natalie. Welcome.
Hi.
Thank you. Anyone else who's here for the first time? Okay, so it seems Natalie is here for the first time. So David, do you mind splitting the room?
They should get an invitation right now for the breakout rooms.
Thank you. Okay, so I think while that is all happening, so I believe everyone who is on this group have had their realization and have had some experience with Saja Yoga meditation. So to begin with, I would actually like to open up the room for some interaction with everyone. So can I just ask how everyone's been in terms of, the festivity? Have you had the opportunity to meditate, and has meditation helped you in any way? So anyone who would like to share anything that they think they experienced last month? You can unmute yourself and you can share your experience with us.
Hi, Sony. This is Meghna here.
Meghna.
Hi. Just want to share a small experience. It is like this last 1 month, like since I'm having these sessions with you guys, and it's been really thanks for the efforts, and it has been a really I would say a calming experience. And though it is not very easy to calm down the thoughts, or I would say this thoughtlessness for a very long time that I couldn't achieve, but for a little while, so getting there slowly. So I would say it is quite calming experience. Yeah, and with this, especially in this uncertain period of time, it is required. So yes.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you, Meghna, for sharing. Certainly, that is very true. The time we're all living in, it's not easy. And B, achieving thoughtlessness, it does take time. It does take practice, our persistence, our consistency with it. And hence these sessions are held to assist in any way possible we can to make your spiritual journey as smooth as possible. Thank you for sharing. Anyone else who would like to share, even experienced meditators, if they would like to share any experience of theirs, or even in general, how it was for them for the time period when we were on a break, when we didn't have session every Thursday?
Hi, Sony. Can I just say, can you hear me?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I had a few of your sessions and I absolutely loved them on a Thursday. And my son came home for Christmas and he's been meditating for a year, but he's not felt the coolness. And in your last session before Christmas, he opened his eyes and he said, "Mom, for the first time I felt cool in my hands," and the joy that gave me. And I thought, because we've been to collective meetings and, you know, done a lot of online, and he's never felt that, but he did in your last session, and it just meant a lot to me. And he you know, we both meditate together because there hasn't been any sessions over the Christmas period. We haven't kind of followed any online ones, but we've been doing it together. And since the last session, his experience is very different. He feels something, you know. So I'm ever so grateful for that.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you for sharing. Yes, absolutely. For some, it does take a little longer to feel thoughtlessness or the calmness. For some, it's a little bit easier. But I think what your son did was fantastic, that he didn't give up, which is what we say. Hold on to it. Hold on to that little faith in yourself and meditation, that it will work. And it certainly does. So well done.
Yeah. Thank you. I tend to feel it above my head more than my hands. So I certainly I haven't felt it in my hand, so I'm still waiting for that, but it will come. I definitely feel something, and very much lighter, you know, after meditation. Very much sleep a lot better as well. So it's been good. It's been good all over the festive period. We've kept with it. Yeah, and it's just kept us on really sort of grounded, very grounded.
Yes, certainly.
Yeah.
Great.
So thank you. I love your sessions. Thank you.
Well, thank you to all the volunteers been running the sessions.
Yes, yes. For all the volunteers. Every week it's different. It's nice. The music's different. You know, different people hosting it, and it's nice variety and different experiences. And lovely to hear all your experiences as well. So thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Pony. This is Meghna here again. My friend Preeti has joined, I can see, and she's joined for the first time. So if you want to give her into the breakout room.
Okay. David, is that okay if you can have Preeti into this other breakout room with Renu and Nishan?
Sure.
Thank you. So while David is doing that, I would like to move on to the next part, which is what Shazmin touched on as well, that she sometimes feels on top of the head, but not so much on the hands. So what I'm taking this year to be as a year of progression, the year where we do progress into our spiritual ascent, into our spiritual being. So in that case, what we would like to introduce today is a technique called footsoak. So can I now again ask, is anyone here familiar with that technique, or have they tried and felt any difference? Anyone?
Oh yes, hiya, hello everybody, happy new year. It's Caroline here. Sorry, I'm in the dark a bit, so because the light's behind me. But yes, I've done foot soaking, and it's so fantastic. It's foot soaking before a meditation, and or before a clearing, you know, a technique with lemons or with string or whatever. And I found it really enhances that, because it really clears me out and balances me, you know, drains away all the negativity. Yeah, I found foot soaking fantastic.
Brilliant. Thank you, Caroline, for sharing. Okay. So, sorry, before I move on, I see there's more people who've joined. Can I ask again, is anyone here for the very first time? Someone who is absolutely new to Sahaja Yoga meditation? Okay, great. So we'll move on. Thank you, Caroline, for sharing about foot soak. So yes, so this is a technique, what we also call a salt water treatment. And also the other word is foot soak. So foot soak is essentially what the word is describing you. You are soaking your feet in a bucket full of water, which is what we're going to demonstrate in a minute, but I just want to introduce to everybody what it is and what it does to us. So perhaps the most beneficial way of doing foot soak is to do it in a stream of water, in a sea, in an ocean, in a clean stream of water, where you basically dip your feet up to the ankle level, and you kind of let go, where you are allowing the water, which is combined with salt. So water combined with salt has its own enhanced quality to be able to absorb anything which is unwanted in our system. So perhaps, obviously, not all of us live close to the access to the stream of water or to a beach. And Srimataji, the founder of Saji Yoga Meditation, as you can see the picture there. So she devised this technique, something very practical, something very easy to follow for everyone in their own homes. So what you would need for a foot soak is a bucket full of water, some salt, any salt, uh, a jug or a glass of water, which is a fresh water, to rinse your feet off, and a towel or kitchen towel, whatever is available to dry your feet after the foot soak is done. We'll show all of that, what is needed in a foot soak. And what essentially foot soak is doing is it's very beneficial to clear our channels. As you all may have joined our previous sessions last year, we have mentioned we have left, right, and central channel, and we have 7 energy centers within us. So foot soaking really helps us to clear out our left and right, to give us the right temperament, the right balance, what we need, go deeper in our state, the state of thoughtless awareness. And also, it's very much so beneficial for our bottom 3 chakras, the Muladhara, the first chakra, Swadhisthana, the second chakra, which is around where our body meets the leg, and the Nabi chakra, which is the stomach area. It certainly clears it out, and the recommendation is that if we can foot soak every evening or every night before going to bed, you sort of kind of really clear yourself out. It's like the baggage taken off, and it really balances you well. You don't have to do it for very long. 5-7 minutes is absolutely fine. And then after you've done the foot soak, you sit down for a silent meditation or have a music played, whatever you would like to do, or listen to Shamataji's talk. So that's what foot soak does to you. It clears out, it gives you the state of balance and thoughtlessness. So what we would like to do is give everyone a few minutes, if that is something easily accessible to you, getting the items for the foot soak. So I'll share on my screen what you would need. But if you don't have it, don't worry. You can still, we'll still meditate together. And we will still continue with the affirmations, and you can follow those affirmations while sitting down on a floor on sofa, but only if you have these easily available and you have done it before, so that you can get it ready in the next 3 minutes or so, and then collectively we can all do a foot soak. So as you can see in a picture here, if you need a tub where you need to have a water filled up to your ankles or slightly above, here is what you need: a fresh water in a jug, in a glass. This needs to be used when we are done with our foot soak. And this is salt, so a little bit of salt you need, and a towel, which is missing in the picture. So just a kitchen towel or any towel to dry your feet. So it's on my clock, 7:47. So if we can be ready, say in 3 minutes, by 7:50, 10 to 8, we can start our foot soaking. So I'll leave the picture on here for everyone to see what they need. But again, as I said, don't worry if you don't have any of those things, not easily accessible. You can still continue, sit down and meditate with us. Okay, so we'll get back again in 3 minutes. We are almost ready for food soak, and Francesco here will walk us through what food soaking is, as in how we do the food soaking. And if you haven't got the food soaking today ready, don't worry, just follow the affirmations as Francesco will guide us through the meditation and the clearing time. David, I think Preeti is still here. She hasn't been able to join the breakout room. David, are you there? Can everyone hear me okay?
Sony, your voice is a little bit faded. Just come closer to the mic, maybe.
Thanks. So, David, Preeti is still here. She hasn't been able to join the breakout room for the realization. David, you there? Preeti, what I would suggest is, I'm not sure I'm not able to get hold of Preeti. I'm not able to get hold of David. So if you don't mind staying on this session, once David is back, he can have you added to the other room. Okay. So is everyone good now? We start with the foot soaking. And hope you can hear me okay.
There's a little bit of problem with your microphone, Sony. And I just wanted to say that Preeti, that I sent an invitation to her, but somehow she didn't join the group yet. And somehow kind of we're stuck here because I don't know what to do right now. But she should have like a screen that invites her to join the room.
Preeti, are you able to hear that? Are you able to join the other room? If not, then okay.
Sony, I think we are also having some problems with microphone somehow. I don't know if perhaps you could join with your mobile and use the mobile, because it's quite difficult, I think, to hear what you're saying now. Preeti, perhaps if you want, you can perhaps log out and log in again in the session, and then I try to, to invite you again to join room number 1. Thank you.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you, Francesco.
See?
Yeah.
Clear?
Very clear.
Oh, very good. That's good news. Okay. So we can start the session. All right? Okay. So first, Kian, go to Mama. Thank you. Okay. So let's start our session. We raise our Kundalini and we take the bandhan. So just to remind, we put the left hand in this position. We raise the left hand like this. With the right hand, we move in clockwise direction. When we reach the top hand, we make a note. We repeat this movement 2 times. Now we're gonna take the bandhan, right hand on the left hand. With the right hand, we do like a rainbow 7 times. Very good. So today we're gonna do the balance, the channel, with the footsoak. So if someone they don't have the footsoak ready, doesn't matter, just fall in the meditation. Before put the feet on the water, we put the right hand face to the water, and with our attention on Sahasrara, on the fontanella bone area, we, from our heart, we're gonna vibrate the water. So we can say inside ourselves, Mother Energy, please vibrate the water. And we can start to feel some breeze coming to the water. You can feel this breeze on the palm of the right hand. Very good. So now, the feet in the water. Okay. Okay, now let's put both hands in the direction to the Mother Earth. And for the people they are sit on the floor, they just put the palm on the floor. We close our eyes. And from our heart, we can say, Mother Earth, please absorb all the negativity inside ourselves. Please, Mother Earth, absorb all the negativity inside ourselves. In this position, we're gonna take 3 deep breaths. And we try to relax our muscle, our body. Now we're gonna put the left hand on the lap, and we put our attention on the left hand side, on the left channel. And we can ask from our heart, Mother Energy, please clean and purify our left channel. Mother Energy, please clean and purify our left channel. And now we put the right hand on the left heart. And we repeat 3 times. Mother energy, by your grace, I am the pure spirit. 3 times inside yourself. Now we can start to feel the cool breeze coming from our left hand. And now we're gonna put the right hand on the lap. And now we're gonna put our attention on the right side, on the right channel. So we're gonna move the left hand to the sky. So we're gonna clean our right channel with the element of the ether. We can repeat inside ourselves. Mother energy, please clean and purify our right channel. Let's repeat this affirmation 3 times inside yourself. And now we're gonna move the left hand on the right hand side of the stomach. Exactly where is the liver. And we can say 3 times inside ourselves. Mother energy, please clean our attention, purify our attention. Now we can start to feel the cool breeze coming from our right hand. And we can put back our left hand on the lap. And now we're gonna put the right hand on the top of our head. And we keep our attention inside. Because now it's the moment to connect with our central channel. And from our heart, we can say, Mother Energy, you are the power of the spiritual evolution. Mother Energy, you are the power of the spiritual evolution. Please, Mother Energy, give me the connection with the all-pervading power. Please, Mother Energy, give me the connection with the present. Please, Mother Energy, establish our self-realization. And now we put back our right hand on the lap, and we're gonna stay in silence for a few minutes, and we keep our attention on the top of our head. Okay, now we're gonna open our eyes, and again, we're gonna raise our Kundalini, and we take the bandhan. So now we're gonna wash our feet. Thank you so much for sharing this beautiful meditation. So now let's remove the water, and we come back soon. Thank you.
If everyone can take away the water they had in the bucket, put it into the toilet, into WC, put again some fresh water, rinse it, and put it again into WC and flush it. So that's how the foot soak, we conclude the foot soak. So we'll give everyone a few minutes while they are doing so, and then we'll move on to the next part of our session. And people who are still in their meditative state or have been back after throwing away their foot soak water, they can continue to put their attention on top of their head, just to maintain the same state or not to get distracted from your meditative state. We'll just give additional minute or so before we move on. I think we'll move on now to the next part of our session. Apology for technical glitch before, as some of you weren't able to hear me very well. But I hope you managed to enjoy the foot soak. Does anyone have any question actually before we move on to the next part of our session? Okay. I take silence as everyone is in their state. So now what we would like to do is we would like to play a short video talk of Srimataji Nirmala Devi, the founder of the Saja Yoga. And so she, in this talk, is explaining us the importance of meditation and how meditation helps us in our spiritual growth. It's a 10-minute talk. It's an excerpt of two other original big talks. And also what you will hear in Srimataji's talk is that she mentions that when the Mother Kundalini is rising within us on our subtle system, often it finds it constricted itself on this energy center, which is also referred to as Agya Chakra. And she mentions this chakra that this is where our thoughts, all the planning, analysis, everything here goes on around here. And often Kundalini finds it stuck up here because Kundalini energy is trying us for us to evolve away from our thoughts and take us into a state of thoughtless awareness. And this state we achieve when Mother Kundalini pierces through our top chakra, which is Sahasrara chakra. Again, Srimataji mentions this in her talk. that how important this energy center is for the Mother Kundalini to rise above this energy center and take us into a state of thoughtless awareness. Also, Sahasrara chakra, it's a seat of all of the chakras, the 7 chakras present in us. So having this energy center open at all times is challenging. However, this is how we achieve our state, in our deeper state into our spiritual being. So without giving much spoilers, as it will be great to hear from the source, from the horse's mouth, what she has to say about meditation. So I'm just going to share my screen. And please let me know if there is a sound issue or if you're unable to hear the talk at all.
In meditation, where should we put our consciousness in the body?
You don't have to do anything. You just get into it. When the Kundalini crosses over this center, immediately you become thoughtlessly aware. That's a state when you are in the present, neither in the future, not in the past. And then the growth, spiritual growth starts working it out. And suddenly you will find one day that you have touched that depth of your divinity. You don't have to direct yourself at all. The Kundalini itself directs.
Does any sort of meditation work? Does it matter? Because there's so many different...
There are so many different forms of meditation. Does any sort of meditation work?
No, it does not. We do not meditate. We have to be in meditation. There's a difference between the two. You do not meditate before realization. After realization, you are in meditation. So you become thoughtlessly aware. So when you meditate in Sahaja Yoga, you become thoughtlessly aware, and then you start growing into a new awareness or a higher awareness, which you call as doubtless awareness. And that is how you start growing. So the meditation is that you get into meditation. You don't do meditation. And it's such a spontaneous happening. Only thing, you have to learn to be spontaneous. And that's what I find, that in Sahaj, people still, though they are out of this illusion, this ocean of illusion, still sometimes their one leg is still there in the ocean, and still they are pulling it out and pushing it back. That should not be. That is only because people don't meditate. Now to say you must meditate, people think it's a kind of a ritual or maybe a kind of a style of Sahaja. No. Meditation is for you to go deep down into yourself, to achieve all that your Sahasrara wants to give you, to achieve that height of detachment, of understanding, is only through meditation. So what happens in meditation is that your awareness crosses over Agya, goes above, and is now stationed in the Sahasrara, in thoughtless awareness. Then the reality of Sahasrara, the beauty of Sahasrara starts pouring in your own character, in your own temperament. Unless and until you meditate, not meditate just to get well or just to feel that I must meditate. But meditation is very important for all of you, that you develop your Sahasrara in such a manner that you imbibe the beauty of your Sahasrara. If you don't use your Sahasrara in this way, after some time you will find Sahasrara will close down, you will have no vibrations, and you will have no understanding of yourself. So very, very important thing is to meditate. I can immediately make out a person who has been meditating and the one who has not been meditating. Because a person who does not meditate still thinks that, oh, it's all right, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Meditation is the only way you can enrich yourself with the beauty of reality. There's no other way. I cannot find any other way but meditation by which you rise into the realm of divinity. For example, I would say that myself, whatever I have done is this, that I have been able to find out a method how to give self-realization to masses. But that doesn't mean that if I give to masses, they are all such. No. You must have seen whenever you have your programs, people get realization when I'm there, and they come to programs for a while and then they drop out. The reason is they have not meditated. If they had meditated, they would have known what is their quality, what are they. Without meditation, you don't understand what is best for you. So today is a day when you have to promise me that you will meditate every night, every evening, maybe in the morning also. Whenever it is possible, if you can go into meditative mood, you are in contact with this divine power. Then whatever is good for you, whatever good for your society, for your country, all is done by this divine power. You don't have to overpower the divine power. You don't have to order, you don't have to ask. Just if you meditate, you are one with this all-pervading power, which is another great blessings to us. I am not saying that you go on meditating for hours together, not necessary, but with full faith in yourself and in the divine power. If you work it out, I am sure it's not difficult to rise to that state of consciousness. That is what we have to achieve. It's possible for men as well as for women. The inner side of yourself, the subtler side of your being, you must allow the Kundalini to go through the Agya. To cross the Agya is a very important thing in modern times. And for that you have to meditate. If you can meditate with complete faith in yourself, this Agya can be opened up with surrendering to the divine. You have to surrender yourself to the divine. And when this Agya opens, you'll be amazed. Your Sahasrara is just waiting to transfer, to give you all the help that you need through the all-pervading power. Your connection of Sahasrara with the all-pervading power is established. And by that, you will be amazed how all these 7 chakras work for you, how they help you, how they try to give you whatever is the real knowledge about everything. But first and foremost is your Sahasrara. Only your Sahasrara can reflect the light of the divine. So your Sahasrara is extremely important. You must meditate to enrich your Sahasrara, to cure it, to make it completely nourished by the Kundalini. There's no need to do many rituals, but meditation and also little bit of taking bandhan even now today is necessary, I think, when you go out, because still Kali Yuga is working its own pangs and the Satya Yuga is trying to come out. We are the ones who are going to support, look after the Satya Yuga. And that's why the Sahasrara opening is very, very important. It's very important. And those who want to grow should meditate every day, whatever time you may come home, maybe in the morning, maybe in the evening, any time. But you will know that you are meditating when you can get into thoughtless awareness. Then you will know. Your reaction will be zero. Look at something, you'll just look at it. You won't react because you are thoughtless. You won't react. When that reaction is not there, then everything will be surprised is divine. Because reaction is your Agya's problem. Once you are absolutely thoughtlessly aware, you are one with the divine. So much so that divine takes over every activity, every moment of your life and looks after you. And you feel completely secure, one with the divine, and enjoy the blessings of the divine. May God bless you.
Let's just sit in silence for a couple of minutes, trying to absorb within us what we heard on the talk by Srimataji. Let's place our right hand on our forehead, and the left hand stays open, palm upwards in our lap. And let's ask Mother Kundalini to cleanse and to open our Agya chakra, the chakra on our forehead. And let's try to let go our thoughts, let go of any negative emotion we are feeling inside. And now let's place our right hand, just the palm, on top of our head, just the palm, which is our Sahasrara chakra, as Srimataji was referring in her talk. And again, we ask Mother Kundalini to open and enlighten our Sahasrara chakra. And to deepen our state of thoughtless awareness. We can put our hand back in our lap. can now bring our hands together as an expression of our gratitude towards our divinity within and the power above us for allowing us to meditate together. We can now open our eyes. So we have come to the end of our session. And before we close our session for today, just a couple of things. One is the technique we all learned today, and especially if it was new to you, foot soaking. We would recommend that you do give it a try. And of course, if it was something, difficult to remember the steps and so on, we do have a Facebook page called Sahaj Yoga Greenwich Meditation. We'll put it on the chat. You can join that Facebook page and we can put a slide or a short video demonstrating how the foot soak is done. The second way is we have a WhatsApp group for people who are interested in knowing more material about meditation and so on. So the idea is after each session, we will share the materials from the meditation, something for you to have a look in your free time and follow from there. So if you would like to be added to the WhatsApp chat, then I will put my number here on the chat. So if you don't mind sending me a message, and I will add you to the chat. I would prefer if you message me, just because if you put your number personally or to me on the chat, as soon as we close the call, the chat will go away. So I may not have enough time to add you all. So if you don't mind, only if you're okay to share your number, we'll be happy to add you onto the chat, or else feel free to join the Facebook page, which is already shared on the chat as well. So those are the two ways to do it. And next week, so again, for you to join for next week, the topic we have is the first energy center, Muladhara Chakra. So if you did join our sessions last year, we did give information, basic information, the knowledge about the Muladhara Chakra, which is the foundation chakra. Very important chakra, as you can imagine, for anything to work on. If our foundation is strong, our progression is strong. So I would encourage and invite you all to do join our session next week and the sessions going forward as well. But will you learn more about the Muladhara Chakra for sure. So before we conclude our sessions, does anyone have any last thoughts, any questions, anything they would like to share? Then please feel free so. Okay. Okay, so no questions. So I take it you all enjoyed the session, and I hope to see you, and we all hope to see you again for our future sessions. Thank you so much. That's from us today, and see you next Thursday.
Thank you. Bye-bye. See you next